first of all, what I did was I lean really hard into entertaining content in recent times. If you know me and you've been following for a while, you know that I've always had entertainment in my content. I love it. I am a performer. I am an actor. I'm a dancer. I've done these things since I was a child. And it's a huge part of who I am as a human. And so I've always incorporated entertainment. You may have found me from me dancing on my treadmill. But I also am a business owner, like I said, Fun Love Media. I'm a podcast host. I am a social media expert, and I have all these different things going on all the time. And so I've always been kind of back and forth on sharing more entertaining versus more expert educational kind of stuff about social media, right? And in another effort to try something out, I decided recently, just weeks ago, that I would sit and I would make this string of videos, which is not uncommon for a social media creator to do, like batch recording of videos where you record a whole bunch of them at once. Well, in this case, I decided to do a batch of videos that were really and truly almost 100% for entertainment purposes, but also super duper shareable. That's the thing. And I've learned a lot about shareable content as just a creator, as an agency owner, and also from my coworkers, the great conversations, shout out to Team Fun Love Media, that we have about this stuff. It's really, really helpful, because when you are someone that shows up on social media, it can feel really isolating, and it can feel like, a little lonely sometimes. But I'm so lucky that I have this team of people that works in my company, so we can nerd out on these conversations, and they talk a lot about shareable content and how much of a difference that can make. And then, of course, the CEO of Instagram has also recently talked a lot about shareable content and how much that helps your content be seen more. So I decided, okay, this experiment is going to be me sitting here at this well-lit spot in my living room, which, being well-lit, actually, that really, really matters. I can sit comfortably. I'm not going to change my clothes and pretend like I filmed these on all these different times. I'm not. I was wearing black, actually, which is not something, I don't guess I would normally wear a whole lot of black in my content, although I do love to wear black. But anyway, I was just wearing like my black Skims. Like, side note, I love my Skims. No, this is not an ad, but hey, Kim K, give me a call, because I have these two sets where it's a t-shirt and like these little bike short things kind of, that are like my pajamas essentially. So I was wearing my black set of that. So it's really just looks like a black t-shirt. And I'm going to get really, really specific here. I made sure my makeup was done. I made sure my hair was done. Even it was back in a ponytail. It wasn't like fancy done, like down and like, luxurious or anything, but it was like nice and neat. It was in a ponytail, like a wavy ponytail. I had my hair nice and neat with my hairspray. I had my makeup done. I had my lashes done. And I had my little black t-shirt on, my Skims, sitting in this comfortable, well-lit spot in my living room, where there is one piece of art on the wall behind me that is orange to give it a pop of color. I'm telling you, this is how much thought goes into these things once you start really nerding out on content creation, okay? And then on top of all of that, the final touch was I needed to be holding a martini. So I'm a drinker, and this is not anything new to you if you've been following me for a while. I love my drinks, and this was just one of those moments where it made sense that I would be holding a drink because of the kind of videos I knew I was about to do. And secret, that drink was not a real drink. It was water with an olive in it, because I didn't want to waste an actual martini, because I knew I'd be filming for like an hour. so it was actually water with an olive, but I did have a real one after I was done filming. Okay, so those are the specifics. I found a well-lit spot right by a window. I was wearing something comfortable that looked nice and neat and crisp. My makeup was done. My hair was done. I felt good about the way that I looked. The light was shining on my face nicely. And that little piece of Texas artwork in the background gave a little pop of color. And I was holding my prop, which was a martini, which is always going to be a scroll stopper, in my opinion. Okay, so I've set the scene and I decided I'm going to do these videos that are entertaining. They're either comedy or they're music related or like a combo of both. And what really started off this whole thought process for this particular batch of videos is that I was legitimately sitting on my bed the day before, or the night before, working, and I was listening to 90s music because I am a Zennial. I am born in 1980. I love 90s music. And so I was listening to it as I was working. Actually, it was, okay, it was 90s soft rock hits, I'm pretty sure is what I put into the Apple thing. And so anyway, okay, so I was listening to that and this song comes on, Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover. You know, Sophie B, right? Damn, I wish I was your lover. That song. Okay, I don't think I can sing too much of it because maybe there's some sort of like a rule against that. But you know what I'm talking about. So I was listening to that. This is like a day or so before I filmed these videos as I was working. And you know how now a lot of times on Apple Music, like the lyrics of the song will be showing on the screen as the song's playing. Well, I happened to look down because I was like, gosh, I just haven't really listened to this in so long. I don't know. It's just kind of fun to look at the lyrics, right? So I look down and I start seeing the lyrics come up, and she says, I'll rock you till the daylights come. What did she say? Oh, she says, I am everything. Tonight I'll be your mother. And so, and you know, she talking about, and so I had a natural reaction when I realized that's what the words said. Just all these years later, I used to listen to this as a kid and sing it in the car or like wherever, right? In my room, and thinking I was so cool. And I'm singing, Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover. And I just never really stopped and thought about like, what do these words actually mean? It's very sexual. It's very, all these things, right? So I just thought that was funny. And I thought, wouldn't that be funny to like share with everybody what my reaction was when I realized the true meaning behind all these words that I was over here like 12 years old singing at the top of my lungs, had no clue what I was singing about. So that is where the inspiration for that video came from, an actual moment of me sitting on my bed having that happen. So I reenacted it for the videos, So I'm holding my martini and I record that part of the song and I'm singing along to it. And the pop-up text is what I call it, but it's that on-screen text that you can add to your reel. I put POV, listening to 90s music and realizing the meaning behind the lyrics you used to sing along to as a kid. All right. And so I use this wording all very strategically. I put listening to 90s music. I didn't put the name of the song because one, it's not really necessary because it's on there. Like it's part of the video. Like I chose it as the song for the video. So like, it's not really necessary to take up all that space by putting the name of the song, but I put 90s music because that right there, that short bit is going to grab attention really fast from a certain group of people. And a lot of them are going to be close to my age. Right. So that's going to grab that attention and also helps people understand a vibe. Like most people that have been alive for long enough know like 90s music. They like, you understand kind of like what comes along with that and what the music was like back then. So I intentionally chose saying I'm listening to 90s music rather than like the name of the song. And then realizing the meaning behind the lyrics you used to sing along to as a kid. So that also helps to define my age range. Like I was a kid when this song came out. So anybody else that was a kid-ish, that, when this song came out is going to immediately connect with this. So at the very least, we have our age range in common. Okay. And that's why I chose all these words very, very specifically. It's also pretty easy to read. Sometimes it's okay for the on-screen text to be really long and take somebody a while to read. But I don't know. In this case, I kind of wanted it to not take forever for them to read it. And I strategically chose when I started lip syncing and jamming out to the song so that there was some buildup. So that's the next strategic thing I did. Listen to this entire episode on any major podcast platform. Simply search the Social Sunshine Podcast.